crafty peeps, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for subscribing to my channel, and I hope you guys are having a great day today. So today I want to share with you a really cool card that I created using the My Crafting World Small Flowers dies. And these are so cute. You guys are gonna love them. So I did a short video on how I did my flowers on here on these cards, and these are super cute. I did two-toned on them, and they turned out so sweet. And I don't know if y'all can see, like in the middle, it's like a greenish kind of color, and it's so pretty. And then on the outside, I did a pink color on them, and they turned out so stinking cute. And then this one has like a green a yellow color, I believe, in the middle of these, and then the outside is like a red kind of color, like a pinkish red. And I just love how these turned out. They're so pretty. I really like these, and these flowers are so stinking cute. If you have not seen them, I'm going to share with you how I did these little flowers in the video, and then I'm going to share with you how I did this really cute card with this kind of lattice looking background here. Super cute, super great for using all of your scraps. So I did get the video from Ann Melvin, and I will put her link down below to how she made this card. She used regular cardstock, colored cardstock, and I am using my pattern paper cardstock. So I think you'll get two variations there, and I thought that that would be really cool for you guys so you could see how I did mine and how she did hers. So all right, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to make this card, you're going to go ahead and you're going to grab a piece of cardstock, and you're going to cut it at 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. And I am going to place Ann Melvin's YouTube channel for this card, her link, down below for you as well. But I just wanted to share with you how I did it, and then we're going to put that over to the side. You're going to go ahead and fold this in half. Okay, and you can just use your bone folder to score it. Okay, so after you get your cardstock cut out to 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, you're going to grab your ruler. You're going to open up your card, okay, just like this. This is your back panel. This is your front panel. Here is your score line, okay, because you folded it in half. Okay, you're going to grab your ruler, and what you're going to do is you're going to place your edge of your ruler at this score line here, and you're going to go ahead and mark this at, is it at 1 1/2? Let me make sure it's at 1 1/2. I guess it is at 1 1/2. Okay, it's at 1 1/2. Okay, so you're going to put a tick mark there because that's where you're going to cut. Then after you cut this right here, you're going to use this spot to make, you're going to use this piece to create another strip of paper, and that's what's going to be on this side of your card. So I'll show you how that's going to work. So again, I'm going to place Ann Melvin's link down below for you. Okay, so I'm going to stick this in my trimmer, and I'm just going to go ahead and trim that off. And if you really wanted to do it, I'm getting a measurement at 2 5/8 is what I'm getting. So 2 5/8, you're going to cut that off just like that, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to cut another piece at 1 1/4. So you're going to cut this, so the remaining piece of this card, okay, because now you have this little tiny flap, right? You're going to cut 1 1/4 piece from this piece that you just cut off. So we're just going to stick that in there just like that and cut that off. Now this piece, you're just going to, you can either use it for sentiment or whatever you want, and you're just going to put it to the side, whatever you want to do with it. And this piece is going to go on this side. So that is how you're going to make your card, you guys. So, okay, so next up, I'm going to show you how you put together the strips and stuff. Alrighty, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach our strips onto that little piece of the card, strip cardstock. That's the front panel. And I started just laying them down about maybe a quarter or eighth of an inch away from each other. And I laid down the thick strips and then a thin strip and then like a medium strip. And I just laid them down like, you know, alternating type thing. Once you get your strips laid down, then you can go ahead and you can adhere down the other strip of your front of your panel, like I did here. So now you've got your strips, you got your panel on, so now you can just go ahead and lay down the remaining strips on top of both of your panels for the front of your card. And then you're going to go like, you know, I did all of mine like one way, and then I went back and did the other way. So you'll see here that after I get all these pieces on going slanted to the, I guess, you know, downward, right? Then you're going to go the opposite way, and you're going to slant them against, I guess, going the other opposite way. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and place these ones on the opposite side. So, or going the opposite diagonal on top of the ones that we just laid down. So this is where you start getting your lattice kind of looking image, and I think it's so cool. And so I just love how this turned out. And then, of course, you know, once you're done, you can go ahead and decorate this however you like. Once I got a few of the bottom pieces on, I went ahead and started at the top as well, and then just kind of worked my way up to the top, or, you know, the middle. I just wanted to make sure, I kept checking to make sure that like I didn't have thick pieces on top of thick pieces and little pieces on top of little pieces, and that it was alternating really well throughout the, you know, the layout that I was laying the strips down. So that's why you see me, you know, picking up the front of the card and laying it back down, just because I was checking to make sure everything was kind of, you know, cohesive in putting down the strips. so these are the 2 cards that I created with the remaining scraps that I had on my desk. This one is, I believe they call this like a fishbone type card, where you place little scraps or strips, you know, diagonally and crisscross. So you place one here, and then after you do that, then you place another one here and here to go down in the middle. And then you go ahead and then you fill in all of the little gaps once you do that. If you've never seen this card, let me know, and I will be happy to do a video, a tutorial for this. It's super easy to do and so fun. So I just love creating this type of card, especially when you have scraps. But in addition to these 2 cards, I also stamped and embossed Happy Mother's Day. And so I thought that those would look really, really cute. I went ahead and placed some foam tape on this already. And I'm just going to stick it actually right here, right below there, just like that. And then this one will be popped up as well, and we'll put that one right in the center. And I'm going to go ahead and color up these beautiful little flowers that I used from My Crafting World Designs. And this is the small flower set. And I love this set. I love how these little flowers turned out. So we're going to go ahead and ink these up. And I'm just going to fast forward through this. I'm going to use 2 different types of inks on these flowers, and so they will go along with the cards. I also cut out some little foliage, and I was thinking about, and I should have colored the foliage, like the paper, before I cut it out, and I might just go ahead back and do that. So I don't know. But anyway, I just thought that these were really super cute, and I wanted to use these for a while, so I thought we would go ahead and use these on our cards. So for these flowers, I used yellow and like a lime green type color, and I went ahead and just used these colors on the total flower. Because they're so small, that I thought coloring them with the center color first would be easier, and then you can go around on the edges with your accent color. So here in the next screen, we're going to go ahead and we're going to color these now with the color that's going to show on the outside. So I grabbed some Memento ink, and I just started going around the edges with the ink and to make them a red. And then I did the same with the light pink. I used Flamingo pink from the Distress ink, and then I used Lemon Squeeze, I think it's called, in the yellow for the Distressed ink. I really liked how these flowers looked with the 2 tones on them. And I thought that they looked really pretty, especially the ones, I mean, I think all of them looked really pretty, but I really liked the yellow and the red, and then the pink and the yellow together. Made it look really pastel and very springy. Next, for the leaves, I just grabbed my green Memento ink, and instead of using a little brush or little dauber, I went ahead and just smeared the ink on top of each of the foliage pieces. I really like how these turned out. The dark green ones did not turn out so well. I had actually used a spritz on those, and they kind of fell apart. Alrighty, so now we're on to my favorite part, where we go ahead and add our flowers on top of our cards. And this is my favorite part. I love adding the stuff on top of the cards. Decorating is my favorite, you guys. So I went ahead and just stuck the foliage around the sentiment there, and then stuck my flowers up on top of the foliage to make them kind of look like they were like a vine area, you know. And then same thing on the second card. I went ahead and just stuck the foliage up on top of the sentiment, and the flowers kind of just went right on top of the foliage there to make them look like they had, you know, they were kind of, you know, had leaves behind them. So these flowers turned out so pretty, and I did go ahead and we're gonna stick some little pearls in the center there. I actually used some of the Dollar Tree flat back pearls that I had in my stash because I really thought that those light blue ones, they're kind of like a sky blue, really matched the paper and really would look pretty on top of those little flowers there. And they were so pretty. Absolutely loved them. The next thing I did is I grabbed some Gina Marie dots that I got, enamel dots, and I just placed those on the second card because I thought that those would match perfectly. Okay, you guys, so there are our little cards that we finished up using the flower dies from my Crafting World Designs. And I'm going to leave the link down below so you can check out these flower dies. I absolutely love them. I think they're one of my favorite flowers in my arsenal now. I just love them. They're so small and dainty, and they're already embossed when you cut them out. So how perfect is that? And you can dress them up with two-tone colors or make them all one color. Here's a couple of other ones that I did using some different colors, some blues and pinks and red and pink and yellow and red, and so fun. So I absolutely love these little flowers. They are super cute and they're so tiny. They're so cute. So anyway, I hope you had fun with this little tutorial for these cards. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks again for joining me, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And don't forget to go over to My Crafting World Designs to visit Anna's store. Thank you all so much for joining me. Take care and have a great day.